Hey guys, it's Andrew and I'm back, and today I'm going to talk about why life happens for you and not to you. My most recent experience, I had been working a temp position as data entry, and I got comfortable with it. I've been liking everybody there and getting paychecks. Ooh. And then it came to an end last Thursday. And I'm thinking, oh man, I was getting used to that. That was all nice and dandy and stuff. But then, that's over. And then now I just have all this time on my hand. So this is just life happening for me because I've been wanting to do this videos all the time, anytime I can. This is like, my life. This makes me happy. So I want to do something that I can do, and also when in terms of happy, being said, it's going good. Just doing videos, enjoying the nice sun like a lizard, like I always do. I've overcome some crazy obstacles up until this point, guys, so I just can't see this really being that big of a deal. I'm just thinking, now I know what I need to do. I kind of need to just set myself a schedule, just straight up like a work schedule. I've been kind of thinking if I just set myself up a work schedule and just feel I'm just constant 8 hours of just no messing around, I can get so much done. So I've been practicing with my camera for 3 hours today, just whatever. And an hour yesterday, so it takes 20 hours to not to master, but to get good at something. So yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of hours into this and just keep moving forward. So this is really life working for me and happening for me, because this is something I aspire to do, and it's really cool. And I can, another thing I love doing is temping. Instead of doing a full-time job, I like these kind of mini vacations. So I go in, complete a project for a company, and then I get a couple weeks off. Those are always nice. That's what I was really doing back in Illinois a lot. I just was misusing my time because I would go back to playing video games and I didn't have my channel going. I wasn't into doing World of Warcraft videos on my computer because it just I had to upgrade the computer and I just wasn't all into it. I didn't think it'd be any good. And honestly, looking back, I really should have done something like that. And in the future, I may make WoW videos from my YouTube, but not this channel. Absolutely not. On my second channel, I have a gaming YouTube. And I'd change that, to WoW, if maybe, but even then, I think this is still better than that. I don't know. I just, it feels so good to do this, and where it's WoW is I'm just always on a computer, staring at a computer. I mean, at least, here I'm walking around, I can look at other things, I can talk to people if they come up to me, I can go talk to a family member, I can go talk to someone wherever, and eventually, there will be more of that in my videos. I don't just plan on just walking around my backyard the rest of my life. So, yeah guys, life is working for me and it's happening for me, Just follow your dreams, guys, and do what you're good at. So I'm good at temping. I get companies their projects done, and then I go on my way, and then I get better projects sent my way. So that's kind of what I'm good at. So I just feel there's this whole notion of oh, being a temp worker is bad, but I've always enjoyed it a lot. The only issue is if you're in a town that doesn't really have a lot of work for you, that's the only problem. Out here in the middle of the desert, it's not such it's not as good as where I was living. I was living next to the biggest city in one of the biggest cities, Chicago, And you know, my temp work was like, I'd literally like finish my temp job, okay, take like 2 weeks off, and then I'd get a call, hey, we found a job that you can do that you don't have to interview for, and it pays yada yada. And it was like a huge bump up from my last pay. So, you know, it's just being the best you can be, guys, and knowing what you're good at. If you can sell yourself and do it, if you're doing it in a temp world, that's kind of cool. You know, don't let some guy with a full-time job bully you because he doesn't get vacation. You know, they're probably just jealous that you're getting vacation. You know, just use that time wisely, though. You know, if you're gonna go on vacation, like, if you need to relax for a week, whatever, but you know, I'm assuming that either you're younger, or if you're a little older, you still have a lot of time. So, you know, any week you waste by just relaxing and not tending to your responsibilities can just be a complete waste of your time. You know, at least improve 1% a day is my motto. Because if I just sit there and do nothing all day to like do anything, then I'm gonna be stuck. That's what happens, is like people start putting it off. They're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do nothing that helps me today, nothing positive, and then, you know, they just work into a negative place, and life doesn't work for them, it works against them. Because when you're negative, you feel negative, and when you feel negative, life starts being really negative. And I mean, you know, life is negative when you're positive too, but when you're negative, there's a lot more negatives that come. Like, I mean, because everything is such a negative, then, you know, every little problem becomes a big problem. It just, you go rolling down this hill that just is very, I disagree with it. I really don't enjoy it. And now that I've found my way through my life, I don't want to go back to that. So I'm going to grow at least 1% every day. My goal is eventually to grow 10% a day. Okay, that is a lot. That's very steep. But if it's possible, you know, I can dream it. I can do it, guys. I just don't really know the feasibility of that. And if that's even possible, who knows, you know? Just like the 1% I'm getting from is like Warren Buffett says to grow 1%. Each day as a person, you know, whether you're reading a book, you're doing something new at work, you're doing something, you're multitasking, whatever you have to do to become who you want to be, you know. For example, you know, after work, what I would be doing is doing my YouTube channels. I'd be educating myself, whether it's an article about, you know, the latest in technology, or I'll read about an upcoming platform that I may be interested in investing my time into, like a Facebook, if there's a new Facebook that ever comes out, any kind of stuff like that. I'm like looking into Pinterest, Twitter. You know, it's different now because life is happening for me. So every time I have a new opportunity, I just want to jump on it. You know, that's all I want to do. Is I just love life. Life is so good, guys, and I hope that you guys can find that inside yourself. You know, and you really get to be who you want to be, and I believe that you can, and I love inspiring people. You know, I go out to do this every day of my life. Regardless if I just had a data entry job, I was inspiring people anyway, because that's just my personality. I like had people saying, wow, like, look at you, I can't believe you lost all that weight, like, I may have to try this diet out. Or like, you know, they're like, wow, that's like inspiring, you want to start an inspirational channel, and you are? Like, wow, give me the name of that, you know, whatever it is. I'm really just giving my all 100% of the time, and I'm just really enjoying it, guys. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.